26-17, dropped to 4-2. Behind the Giants, by the way. Who saw them? I did. Cooper played like a backup again.
You're so dumb. You're supposed to let me do that. Let me support you.
Well, you never know.
Instead of you supporting yourself.
Sometimes. 181 yards, 3 interceptions. Nick, what does Cooper Rush's game mean for Dak in Dallas?
Oh, for Dak, it was the best case scenario.
Yeah.
You could not have scripted a better scenario for Dak Prescott when he went out 6 weeks ago. The team's maybe it would be that if they're going to go 4-1, you lose to the Rams and beat the Eagles. But basically it went perfect for him.
Yeah.
Where the team, wins 4 out of 5 games and the quarterback gets worse and worse and worse every single week to finally the last week, a total crash landing disaster.
Yeah.
And the reason that I found the quarterback controversy conversation so unbelievable was not because I think Dak is just a guy who's unimpeachable, unquestioned, great player. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's earned the right to have nobody come in and question him. But there was not a single moment, except for the very first drive of the very first game Cooper Rush played, where Cooper Rush looked impressive. Everything else, he looked impressive compared to what you thought Cooper Rush was going to look like. And then eventually he looked exactly like what you thought Cooper Rush was going to look like. So I think this worked out perfectly for Dak. Team's very alive for the playoffs, and nobody's going to be asking for Cooper Rush to come back.
I agree with you for the most part. All I'm saying, and I think this is certainly improbable, but if they were to lose, if Dak starts against Detroit and Chicago, and they were to lose,
No, Chris.
I think Dak is clearly better than Cooper Rush, and I'm sure the Cowboys coaching staff knows that.
Should have started.
But you can't tell me fans.
Yes, fans.
If they were to lose these next 2 games, fans, and I got to be honest, maybe rightly, won't be correct in saying, hold on, we were winning with Cooper Rush. Now, we dumbed down the offense and we played simple. At the very least, they'll be like,
Run
keep
the
that,
Cooper Rush
but
game
yes,
plan.
Go
That,
to
I
the
think, will happen.
totally simplistic, basic offense with Dak. But they're still gonna talk because they did see him go 4-1 with Cooper Rush.
And number one, quarterbacks get all the credit, right? If you win, you get all the credit, right? If you lose, they got to stand up at the podium and it's what could the quarterback did better, right? That's why they make the big bucks, right? They beat the Rams and he threw for 100 yards.
Yep.
The Cowboys been winning games in this 4-game win streak with Cooper Rush because of the defense. That's strictly because of the defense. They've been getting takeaways. They've been scoring. They've been playing at a very high level. That's why you can simplify the game. Because they ain't been behind a lot. You ain't got to climb yourself back into ball games and put it on his right arm, except last night.
And once they did,
And then,
once everyone knew he was going to pass, and he had to pass through 3.
100%. And they had to put it on his shoulder last night. And like you said, they threw 3 picks. And that is when you clearly seen. Man, that's why we started off the show saying we trust the Cowboys. You don't want to say trust, but you do. You trust the Cowboys a little bit more than the Eagles because if Dak was in that game, it is a different story last night because he can move, he can get outside the pocket, make throws with his legs. You have to play him different, right? Cooper Rush came in, he did his job. The best thing about this situation is he gave Dak more time to rest. If he would have been playing trash, I promise you, I done had dislocated fingers, broken fingers, all that. I was in the playoffs. Shoot right here, shoot right here. These are numb. You go out and play. Dak would have shot that thing up and went and played a little bit earlier. But the way Cooper Rush had him going, right? Rest a little bit more, Dak. We above float.
I have 2 questions for you. One, you think Dak Prescott could throw the ball with a numb hand?
100%. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. You still can squeeze.
I guess so.
Right? It's just going to be sore after.
Don't you think? I assume this is when I thought that Cooper Rush's legacy was over. Not legacy, his time. The final interception, I was like, oh, that's it. That's a play that I assume Dak makes, right?
That's not on him.
You don't think that's on?
No, he cannot step into a throw. That's great job by Brandon Graham right there. If he can set his feet and step into this throw, this is a touchdown, and we up here talking about the Cowboys being the best team in the NFC.
That's why we're with the Cowboys, because you're right. Dak maybe makes that throw.
Is Dak Prescott glad that throw wasn't complete? Because I would argue the 3 biggest winners of the weekend, if we do a gold, silver, bronze.
Here we go.
Gold.
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
Great.
He won his second straight Super Bowl.
Nice.
The biggest win he'll get all year.
He won.
He did. That's a regular season game in Arrowhead. Call that the Josh Allen Invitational. He wins it every year. We'll see if it matters. Silver, Brian Dable. Brian Dable just continues to show, hey, the Giants players last year weren't terrible. It's mostly the same guys.
Brian Dable beating people with 3 plays.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And the bronze medal of the weekend is Dak Prescott.
That's good.
Without playing a day.
I like that. You know what?
Because what?
Mini segment.
Ooh.
I think Zappy's
Zap him, honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Well, the NBA starts tomorrow, so we are going to have our daily NBA medals.
I'm excited.
Does this start to?
Preview.
Wednesday.
I like that.
How about that?
A gold medal segment from you. Oh, look at this tease. Did Jimmy G let Broussard down?
Yeah, he did.
He's off the graphic, right?
Sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
True story. In the commercial break, we talked about this upcoming segment, and we are fired up. Official NBA Finals predictions. It's Nick and a trophy, and Broussard with a trophy, and I'm also doing Wembanyama watch on who's going to be the worst team. Tomorrow at 4, it's going to be an excellent segment.
Yeah, why'd you get left out of the graphic? Too good looking?
No, because I said I'm going to do a Wembanyama thing.
Oh, because Wild's got to be different. I'm not going to make my pick.
No, you're the expert. You got NBA league.
Were you doing a Wembanyama watch when you picked the Cardinals to win the Super Bowl?
Oh!
Were you confused? Did you think it was Bryce Young watch?
Wembanyama doesn't play football, so no. Jimmy G, 28-14.
Oh, riddle me that.
Bro, 296, 2 TDs.
Oh, bro, you don't get to do that.
The official question is, did Jimmy G let Broussard down?
Yeah.
That's not
actually
the
the
tease question.
When you roll with Jimmy G,
Okay.
You know
there'll be days like this.
Yeah, you know.
There'll be days like this. But this means absolutely nothing. I was stunned that they lost to the Falcons.
Nothing.
I will say that. But hold on. Last year they were 3-5. They lost 4 straight at one point last year, and where'd they end up? Oh, the NFC title game. All right, and you still think they'll go to the Super Bowl?
Hold on a second.
So this is nothing.
Hold on. Can I tell
Nothing
you
at all.
why
Okay.
something?
It
First of
happens
all,
to Jimmy G.
Yeah, of course it happens to Jimmy G. What happens is if the defense doesn't hold the opposition under 17, he loses. That's what happens. The defense didn't pitch damn near a shutout, so now he can't win. But here's why it's not nothing. Guys, show me the graphic.
Oh, no.
Give me
Did
the graphic.
Dusty actually betrayed me?
No.
Dusty betrayed me.
Oh, no.
Dusty, this is out of bounds.
What do you mean?
This is out of bounds.
Not cool.
There's one graphic with those guys on it, and it includes Jimmy G.
Yeah, what is this?
Not this.
Let's wait
not
till they
anymore.
win next week.
They
won't win next week.
And
they play the Chiefs. The 2 after that.
They're going to have to win a lot.
The Rams and the Chargers.
Drew, the problem with that, it's a 70%.
So he'll never be back on the graphic?
He will never
You said
be
this
back
before, and he took a
on
quick
the
vacay.
graphic. He will
You
never
stuck out your chest
be
at the beginning of the year when he fell
on the
off.
graphic. Never. That's why it
Tape that.
matters. Tape
Rack
it.
that. Tape that.
Tape it.
All right,
this is where
yes,
you
he'll
guys
be back.
not being great at math.
You got him going to the Super Bowl.
I understand, but
how's he not going to get back on?
Because he has to win 3 out of 4 games the rest of the year, the entire year. And if they lose next week, he has to win 5 in a row to get back on.
So
the
if
graphic.
they win 11 this year, he won't be back
I gotta do the math on that.
You're
My
the
answer is
genius.
no, he won't be.
Really?
He's off. He's done. Graphic cooked. The worst graphic in sports television is now gone forever.
Jimmy,
it's gone.
you
so
see
it means
this?
something.
Back me up.
Good
All
news,
I got
bro.
to say.
He
Now
got
we're
back on
talking
it,
about.
he
Now we're
did
talking
this.
about.
Okay, you
This is
both
a
my
rough-
guys.
This
on
is
here.
a rough segment for you. Expectations for Russ tonight are what?
Well, look, he's showing a lot of heart. He's playing through injury.
Oh my God.
Is he not? Hold on. When
No,
Baker
he's not.
Mayfield played through
'Cause
injury
he's not.
last year, y'all but
Baker
bowed
had to
down
have
and
surgery.
praised him.
Baker had to have surgery, buddy.
After the season.
Yeah, and
I expect Russ to have one of his top 2 games of the year, if not
one
his
of his
best.
top 2 games
I know
of
that
the year.
might not be saying
You're
a lot
such
yet.
a coward.
No, he's going to have one of his either his best or second best game of the year.
Did you see the latest reporting on Russ's injury? Because they were calling it a baseball injury.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It's a TikToking injury.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, no,
Just because you think he's corny,
America, hold
leave
your
him
phone
alone.
like this for 6
He ain't
hours and see
corny.
if you don't get a
He's
sore arm.
Mr. Unlimited.